How much are we up to now?
According to my count, we agreed on $6,200 for the furniture upstairs. Then there's $3,700 for the items in the storage room. That brings us up to $9,900 so far. Of course, Mrs. McSherry, if you were willing to throw in that coffee mug, I could have 50 more.
No, the POLLOCK mug stays with me. Frank, he's my late husband, gave me this mug the day we opened the shop in 1968, right in the middle of the anti-war riots. Besides, it's worth a lot more than $50. Jackson Pollock himself painted this mug using his famous drip painting technique at his studio on Long Island.
Excuse me, Mrs. McSherry. The mug is in the style of Jackson Pollock, but it's clearly imitation Pollock. There's a Pollock signature here, but it's obviously a forgery. You can see the outlines of the JCPenney mark here if you scratch a bit. They did a nice line of avant-garde ceramics in the 60s. I'm offering you top dollar at 50.
No, the mug stays with me. Frank and me always kept the shop open 24 hours a day. By my count, that made 350,400 hours of service, 1,235,000 cups of coffee, 126,000 cups of tea, and 96,000 donuts. But personally, I prefer the crust.
Just what did you want to sell in here?
Well, the new owners just want to keep the bar. They're opening up one of those new yuppie cafes, Chalet Fluvis, with arugula salads and merlots from Argentina. The clock goes to my sister Peg. She's got the biggest collection of West Clock in Cicero. But everything else goes. I can't lug it all down to my new condo in Florida.
These tables certainly have seen better days.
Oh, but you have to admit they are quite stylish. Frank always said they came from some exclusive store in New York City.
Just as I thought. Sears basement. Very early Sears basement. And there's a large crack down the underside of that table.
Election night, 1992.
What?
Election night, 1992. The Democrats were sitting there and the Republicans were sitting over here. And when they heard that Clinton had won the election, my Uncle Phil, he was the Republican war leader. Well, when he saw Hillary Clinton's face on the TV screen, he just picked up the tape.
Mrs. McSherry, we never discuss politics with the customer. Condition and age, they all affect the price in a used furniture store. I can offer you $150 for all of the tables and chairs here.
But they must be worth more than that. Frank and me always had big parties in the shop on patriotic days. July 4th, Memorial Day, Labor Day, Flag Day. I bet you don't even know when Flag Day is.
Got me there.
June 14th. We'd hang 8 flags up high over the bar. And of course, the vets would get all the coffee they wanted for free. And I'd stand right here and lead everyone in the Star-Spangled Banner, and no dragging it. I bet you don't even know the second verse.
Got me again.
On the shores dimly seen, through the mist of the sea, where the proud haughty host in dread silence reposes. What is that?
Mrs. McSherry, if we could just get back to the sale.
Oh, certainly. We always called that the birthing table.
The what?
The birthing table. This pregnant lady got stuck here during that blizzard in 1985, and she kept screaming, it's coming, the baby's coming, and she fell down under the table. So I told Frank, I says, you get down and Mrs. Gomez's shoulders and you hold her down. And he says, I don't want to do that. That's not man's work. And I yelled, God damn it, Frank. You get down under Mrs. Gomez and hold her down or we're going to lose this baby. So then I just kept shouting, breathe out and push, Mrs. Gomez. Breathe. Just like the Lamaze method. And then all of a sudden the baby's head came out and then the whole body just glided out across the Oh, it's a beautiful baby boy. Mrs. Gomez named him McSherry Gomez. Frank and me, we couldn't have any kids of our own.
This is all very interesting, Mrs. McSherry, but I have 3 other clients today.
Oh, of course. So what was that offer?
$150 for the tables and chairs here.
Still too low. I always call that the truth table, but I'll never tell Frank that.
A truth table?
About 7 years ago, Frank kept asking me the same question over and over again. So one night I said, Frank, we got to sit down and talk about something. So he said he was going to go upstairs and watch the Cubs, but we sat down right here. At first he denied having a memory problem, but went to the doctor a week later. They didn't use the A word then, but the test results were clear. Once he started the hallucinations, I couldn't take care of him and the shop. He died only 5 months ago. But the worst, the last 2 years in the nursing home.
My father's going through the same decision with his sister. He'd rather take care of her at home, but with the Alzheimer's, if she were to wander away when we weren't looking, well...
The worst is that the day you go to the nursing home and you look in their eyes and there's no fire left. You look in their eyes and there's nothing.
Mrs. McSherry, we really need to wrap this up.
Oh, of course. What was that offer again?
It's the same offer, $150 for all of the chairs. That brings us up to a grand total of $10,050 for the entire lot. If you were willing to throw in that coffee mug, I'd happily make it $10,150.
The mug stays with me. Frank and me always had a big anniversary party in the shop every year, and Frank would always start by toasting me with the POLLOCK mug, and then I'd grab it from him and toast Frank back. No, the POLLOCK stays with me.
Then it's $10,050 for everything?
My sister keeps saying, forget about the shop, Eileen. Forget about the Chicago winters. You'll love Florida. You'll love all the golf. Enjoy yourself. Well, how much damn golf can you play?
Look, Mrs. McSherry, let me make one final offer. I'll give you $10,000 for everything we've already agreed on, if you'll sign off on the sale right now. You can take your time and decide whether you want to sell the tables and chairs. If you decide you want to, just get back in touch with us. This is my final offer.
It sounds fair enough.
Please, sign the contract. Here is your receipt. You can expect the moving crew sometime around 3 tomorrow. Thank you for your patronage.
Thank you. But the POLLOCK stays. Here's to you, Frank.